thrifting ain't easy, unless you're watching me. Welcome! You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood home on a budget. It's Labor Day, and time once again to taste the fruits and beyond of our labor. So I could have gone ahead and done a regular grilling-based cookbook, because that's how many of you will be spending your well-earned downtime, grilling. But today I thought I would branch out to taste the other cuisines that this fine country has to offer. And to do that, we need only to look at the classics of this country. So buckle up for an all-American taste-a-log, a tasty travelogue with the Dean of DIY, Martha Stewart. In one of the more loftier red, white, and blue cookbook purchases and reviews I'm doing as of yet, I'm taking a look at Martha's American Food, a celebration of our nation's most treasured dishes from coast to coast. This Clarkson Powder publication was picked up for half off $7.99 out of retail prices of $40 in the US, $6 more up in Canada. These are recipes that will delight you with nostalgia, inspire you, and teach you about our nation by way of its regions and their distinctive flavors. Above all, these are time-honored dishes that you will turn to again and again. All right, Martha, dish it!
I'm Martha Stewart, and I am very excited to share my newest book with you. It's called Martha's American Food, and it's filled with more than 200 of the very best recipes for my favorite dishes from coast to coast. New England clam chowder, North Carolina pulled pork sandwiches, shaker lemon tartlets, Texas chili, grilled fish tacos, and pineapple upside-down cake. Plus all the other classics we grew up eating: grilled cheese and tomato soup, blueberry crisp, Thanksgiving turkey with all the trimmings, and one of my all-time favorites, strawberry shortcake. It's made with flaky biscuits, ripe strawberries, and lightly whipped cream. Very easy to put together. Just slice the biscuit, put it on the plate. Oh, I think a nice dollop of whipped cream inside. A spoonful of strawberries. Top it, and maybe another little bit of whipped cream right on the side. That is a great dessert. More than just a collection of recipes, American Food is also a celebration of all that is wonderful about our native ingredients. From the apples picked in Washington, to the clams harvested from Massachusetts, to the garlic grown in California's Central Valley, American cuisine is an extraordinary quilt of distinct foods. This inspiration is reflected in the pages of Martha's American Food, and I am sure you will find your favorite childhood dishes and discover things that you've never even tasted before, let alone cooked. I hope you will join me on this culinary road trip across our great nation, one delicious recipe at a time.
So now you heard it out of Martha's mouth, you're going to hear it out of my mouth. That is, if I don't stuff my mouth with the contents of this cookbook. One, that would be incredibly dangerous, and two, I'm salivating either way. The contents of this real thick cookbook, and men of culture, you know you like it thick, now you're going to taste some real culture, are as follows. All-American, and it's a little bit of everything here. 6 food chapters in all, and All-American is the kickoff chapter, which encompasses the 5 following chapters. Northeast, South, Midwest, Southwest, and West. With tips and techniques, basic recipes that form the foundation for some of these recipes in here, and resources for finding some more regional ingredients that you can't find in your neck of the woods. First up in the All-American section, we have hamburgers. Name one person that will tell you there's nothing American about a hamburger. That being said, not all hamburgers are the same. This recipe calls for ground beef chuck and sirloin for a beefier flavor and a more tender texture, I presume. But you know what a hamburger is a hamburger? And it's definitely a top 10 All-American staple of the grill. Served with fries and the traditional fixins. Next up, strawberries. Now this will come in handy for that strawberry shortcake that you saw Martha whip up. And a good opportunity for me to talk to you about the American flavor sections in here. In American flavor, Martha traces the American roots of fruits and veggies aplenty, like strawberries and apples, and, well, if you can name a veggie, it's in here. I don't want to frighten the kids that think that veggies are poison. Anyway, this is the strawberry shortcake that you saw Martha whip up. Every recipe in here contains an all-American backstory, no matter how indigenous to certain regions of the country they are. Do you also know that strawberries are an aphrodisiac? I'm not going to go any further on that. 1, I don't want to pigeonhole myself, and 2, you probably know what an aphrodisiac is by now if you saw a few of my cookbook reviews. In the Northeast, which is my section, we have chicken parmesan, or if you just want to be plain, chicken parmesan. Either way, up until I had it a couple of years ago, it's never really been one of my favorites, and now it is. I'll take it plain with no pasta, but maybe some french fries. That's how I'd always have it at the Daily Treat restaurant in Winsford. It's an Italian-American staple, and one of my staples for sure. In the South, where they sure do know how to cook and eat, we have here North Carolina-style pulled pork sandwiches. I gotta do something for the grill or barbecue because it's still technically summer. And this should definitely fit the bill, y'all. The recipe is continued on the next page. This will serve 10 to 12 apple cider barbecue sauce. We have some cornmeal rolls and a green tomato gratin. Next up in the Midwest, we have here grilled bacon-wrapped whitefish. Tell me, one American who's not a vegetarian and doesn't savor bacon for all it's worth. This is a 7-layer dip that you can find in the Southwest, but everyone on every continent of the globe can make it at home. This 7-layer dip will serve 6 and comes with a homemade refried beans recipe. Finally, in the West, we have here a Cobb salad. I always wanted to try a Cobb salad. It's definitely one of California's finest imports and contains a few of the following fixings that I like. It has chicken, tomatoes, eggs, avocado, bacon, lettuce. It's got everything. Oh, this actually calls for turkey bacon. I prefer regular bacon, but I'm open to trying turkey bacon. The photography, unsurprisingly, is as plentiful as it is delicious. And so too are the origins of some of the ingredients called for in here in the American flavor stories. You just saw one about artichokes. But what about garlic, indigenous to California? Too much of that, and you got a problem with a vampire. But seriously, folks, we got the classics in here: hot dogs, hamburgers, lasagna, grilled fish tacos, the works. But we also have more indigenous recipes. I mean, talking from the South, that may be one of the principal chapters you'll turn to. And yes, this book definitely loads up on the desserts, from shaker lemon tartlets to chocolate cake and spiced pumpkin flan. Might want to keep that in mind for the invasion of the pumpkins, particularly pumpkin spice, come the fall. What more can be said? 4.5 out of 5 claps. This really is a tapestry you can taste, with liberty you can relish, and labor you can savor. Now you go on and enjoy your Labor Day and make it as delicious as humanly and patriotically possible. Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the thrift side.